This is Andy with Quality Stocks. Today's Friday, February 18th, 2011, and today we're going to take a look at ECOB products. This is a NASDAQ Bulletin Board company trading our ticker ECOB. Nice little climb it's put together. I did see that they had news yesterday. Helped with that little push. Pinned right at a resistance level at this point. It's going to go on radar to see if it's going to break through that resistance level or possibly pull back and maybe look for a bounce somewhere up to 50 days, something along those lines. Pretty nice overall climb to the MACD. If the breakout happens, we'll be looking for things like this trend line to be broken. You can see the histogram bars just pop back above zero, showing a bullish cross of the MACD. Similar look to the PPO. Did a bullish cross of the positive DI through the ADX. Again, we'll be looking for a trend line to fall. See if this is going to make a climb and add some strength to the direction. Stock's been on a pretty good climb for the last several days. That's taken the MFIs, pushed them back above 50. Pretty nice look, holding in bull chart territory. Accumulation distribution has been on a nice uptrend recently. It appears to be struggling just a little bit with making some higher highs. You can see it's kind of getting a little toppy. Something to keep an eye on. Shaking money flow, still holding in the green, showing buying pressures overcoming selling pressure. But on a little bit of a down slab, we're going to look for that trend line to be broken to show that buying pressure is getting stronger. CCI, of course, broke through 100. That's a buy signal for CCI users. Bull Stow is showing some momentum's coming back into the stock, now trading over top of 50. And the tricks is making that turn. We always want to see it hold zero. It's right about zero. It looks like it's going to turn and give a bullish cross as well. With the climb over the last week or so, you can see this came from up around 6 cents all the way up to about 10 cents. Not zoomed in close enough. It's registering it as a dime, but it looks like it's just a little bit short of it. Probably 0.98, somewhere around there is actually where it is. But that buying pressure, of course, has turned the RSIs. Had them come off their bottom, now trading in bull chart territory over top of 50. 7 just now poking through 70. Everything's kind of positioned for this to make a breakout, but it's not really in play until it can take that dime out and ultimately get through 10.5 cents. See, it's been a strong resistance level for it. Technical traders typically run by that rule of thumb of never buy at resistance, but the chart is set up to try and make a possible push to move through it. There's not a lot of resistance in the way. There'll be some at 12, but much more strong when it reaches 14. Of course, it's approaching the 200-day moving average at that point, and there's PPS resistance right there. Volume picked up yesterday. You can see 1.7 million shares traded. It's been a nice incline over the last couple weeks. So this goes on radar to see if volume's going to stay strong and if it's going to take this resistance out or not, or if it's going to pull back. If it pulls back, we'll look for support levels. Certainly right there, 8 cents, there should be some. And then a little bit below that, about 7.5 cents, there should be some additional support. And at that level, we're tying into the 50-day moving average and the short-term moving averages that are tucked up underneath there. So on any pullback, it's really going to need to hold that spot, then possibly try and turn again and make another move at the dime. It does pick up a very bottom support down here at 6 cents, but I personally would be a little bit cautious if something causes this to drop from a dime to 6 cents as to what's going on. So I'd look for these higher support levels to hold. Just from a technical standpoint, it's a lot healthier for the chart. So I'd say that's a key point for support. Resistance is pretty defined right there, and that's what's really going to need to take out to show that this is going to try and continue to trend upward. Of course, any sort of pullback, if it can make that breakthrough, you want to see it hold that classic TA. That resistance needs to become support to show that this chart's strong and to try and continue an upward channel. So those are the kind of things I'm going to have my eyes on the ECOB chart in the future, see how it reacts to resistance, see where it goes from here. As always, merely my interpretation of the ECOB product stock chart. This is Andy with Quality Stocks. Thank you for watching and trade smart.